Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from Sunday the 16th September to 22nd of September 2018, and this is for you coming from Taurus. So let's start with Sunday the 16th, and what a fabulous morning afternoon period you have. Some of your best planets are there to make everything work. There is one planet that comes in from the evening nightfall period, not happy with how well things are going for you. He produces your temper, he produces aggressiveness, provocation. So try not to have that in your portfolio for that morning afternoon period. Take the soft approach, tell yourself, and you will get what you want. Chase for the romance, chase for the friendships. Go out with the people you work with or do business with. These are planets which are very global as well. And so you'll have the chance to go on the internet and make some fantastic moves on the internet for whatever you want to make these moves for. And you will be a very lucky person. Now, if you are not on the internet, then you might be talking of holidays, you might be talking of travel with the people you love. But go onto the internet. I've seen these people who, like you, who go to the internet on days like this morning, afternoon, and for your job, for your business, for the romance, for the friendship, you just score very high points, so do that. Evening nightfall turns very, very, very bad. That's how a good day can change into a bad day. And so evening nightfall, there's a cluster of planets waiting for you. They bring the energy of violence and trouble, of hatred, and they bring about your tongue to be very sharp, and they bring about anger, and they expose you to risk. That's the worst part. Drive very carefully, say things very carefully. You might just get into a fight of some kind where violence may be seen. Avoid people you feel are going to trouble you very much. And that way you can minimize the exposure to risk. If I were you, I will not go out anywhere in the evening nightfall period. I'll stay home with the people who love me, people who care for me, people who understand me. And I will, even if I don't have them, I will stay alone and hour by hour work this out by myself, because it's going to be a terrible evening nightfall period, and it all might be created by you, it may be created by somebody else, and result is you are the loser. So watch out. Monday the 17th starts very slow. All planets are ordered to go slow. That will frustrate you. Deadlines can be missed at your date of work. Deadlines can be missed in business. Whatever you do in the morning, afternoon before you leave for work will also be not very good. There's a gloomy atmosphere. There's a depressive atmosphere. You just wake up wondering what the hell is all this about. And it's because the planets are going very slow. On top of it, the cluster of planets are not very favorable to you. They bring past issues to come to haunt you. They bring past people who may contact you and you're not happy. They bring past mistakes in job or business like that. So a lot of the past is coming forward now. So be alert. Try to tackle things with whatever department you are, whether job or business or whatever. And tell yourself to focus on the deadlines. Otherwise you're going to be one big loser in the morning afternoon period. Evening nightfall period, much better. So you're getting some solutions coming back in the evening nightfall period of what they couldn't come in the morning for you or afternoon. And you meet people who are quite important and helpful, and they are very much happier in the evening nightfall period. One planet of arrogance is there, so don't show arrogance. Be humble. Listen to the advice given to you, and you will do much better in the evening nightfall period. These planets of the morning, afternoon, of the gloominess and depression don't disappear into thin air. They will also try to make their way down. So once in a while, evening, nightfall, you won't be very happy because of the people you are with or people, what they say. So just walk away and go home if I were you. Tuesday the 18th, what a horrible Monday afternoon period. What a horrible Tuesday morning and afternoon period. Horrible, horrible. There can be clashes at work. There can be clashes in business. There can be serious mistakes made where you are forced to pay for them. There can be bad news of cancellation of job or cancellation of business. There can be trouble with the people you love in terms of words and violence and anger. All these are waiting to happen. Now you always must remember that you control your horoscope. You can. Having listened to me like this, you will tell yourself, boy, I'm not going to say things much. I'm going to concentrate on my work. In business, I'm going to be very careful. No exposure to risk. I will just lose money. I'm not going to chase for the romance. because things are going to be said wrongly. And whoever I am with lunch, whoever I'm with in the office, in the office or in the business area, I'm going to behave myself. I have to basically take the soft approach, and you will quieten down these planets of anger. Evening nightfall becomes brilliant. That's how a day can change. Now, it doesn't mean that all these negative, violent, confrontative, provocative planets disappear into thin air. They don't. One or two of them will be coming in the evening nightfall position. And so in the evening nightfall, once in a while, you will see this anger bubbling up, and repeat to yourself, then I have to take the soft approach, maybe for the sake of other people you are with in the evening nightfall or for your own sake. Otherwise, evening nightfall, you may also have some problems. But I see the majority of your good planets are in the evening nightfall period. You're going to enjoy yourself, you're going to be lucky, you're going to be brilliant in the form of imagination. What you say and do is going to go very well. So enjoy yourself that way. No anger, no temper. Thank you. Wednesday the 19th starts very well for you, much better than the previous day. But there is also one planet of arrogance. So try not to be arrogant. Try to be a nice person who shows support for others, appreciation for others, and you will make these planets of the morning, afternoon even better, because they will make your aura shine, and other people's aura will want to come to interact with you. You can attract very good news that way, in job or in business or in romance or in marriage or any area. Go out for lunch with people that you can get some advantage from or that you just want to be with. Evening nightfall, there are planets that make you very dominating and very stubborn. Not good in Taurus, because they make you a person who is immovable. You put your foot down and that's the end of that. No good. So be careful at your place of work, even if you are with the people you are working with in the evening nightfall period. Be careful with whoever you are. Try not to show the dominating side of you or the stubborn side of you. That's going to spoil all things. And definitely remember not to be too arrogant in any way. So you've just got to be a really lovely person who is willing to support and be appreciative, and you'll tone down these planets very nicely, and you'll have a better evening nightfall period. It's the planet of expansion is also there, making you eat too much, drink too much, so lessen that as well. Let's go to Thursday the 20th, and what a wonderful morning afternoon period awaits you. Good news comes. Even before you leave home, there's good news. At your place of work, in business, you can do what you want. The progress is wonderful. The way you say things, the way you do things is full of imagination and creativity. You may be a little bit oversensitive, you may be a bit moody, you may be a bit changeable, so don't allow that to happen too much. Tell yourself facts, figures and logic. Too much of emotionalness is not very good. It's a working day, it's a business day. That way you can focus much better. But I like your morning, afternoon periods. But I don't like your evening, nightfall ones. Bad news. These are planets who make you very erratic in behavior, in action, because they are planets of rebelliousness, and they are the planets of unexpected things, and these planets are bad, so you will have to expect unexpected bad news, disappointment. So double check all your plans, be careful who you are with, don't want to expose yourself to anything risky, because things are meant to go very bad. So if I were you, I would just go back home. But if you have to be out, tell yourself, guard every word you say, guard every action you do, and go slow, because these planets move very fast and they make you very impulsive in speech and action. Go slow, count to 3 before you say or do anything. You'll tame these planets and be the nice person you really are for this evening nightfall period, and you'll get your way, believe me. Oh yeah, these planets are movable, don't worry. Now let's go to Friday the 21st. Oh, you're bossy. Oh, you're pushy. You're proddy. Oh, you're stubborn. And you're dominating. Not a good start, is it? And that creates lack of support. That creates people who don't like you, basically. Starting from the home. And when you drive, you'll probably have a tough time getting to work or going to business as well. Be careful that you might get a summon of some kind for speeding or whatever. And when you get to your place of work or in business, you're going to get some bad news. And they'll come from people in authority, like your bosses and like your managers at work, or the people you do business with. They can also turn against you. So tell yourself that you have to be very flexible, very negotiable, and you have to accept what people say for this morning, afternoon. Leave your arguments, leave all this for another day. Morning, afternoon, not very good. About 65-70% bad. Evening, nightfall, very fast planets are there, and they are not to your favor. They make you argumentative, they make you hasty, impatient, and most of all, they make you very careless. So if you're out with the business people, or if you're out with the people you work with, be on guard what you say. The wrong tone, the wrong voice, and things are going to go very long. Best is, if you really have to be out, don't get involved in an argument. Don't want to be too discussive of things you're not sure of. Let other people do that. Sit back and listen. And that way you will not be exposed to risk at all. Drive very carefully, because these are very fast planets, so they make you impatient, hasty, they make you drive fast, they make you talk fast, walk fast. Go slow. Tell yourself, go slow. And that way you will slow down these planets. Yes, you can. And that way you will have less problems on this Friday evening nightfall period. A lot of miscommunication, miscalculation is there. Saturday the 22nd starts terribly. These are planets who are again very fast planets. I'm seeing very fast planets this week for you which are not good. If they had been good, you'd be a genius, you'd be so lucky, but unfortunately not. So Saturday the 22nd morning, afternoon, erraticness is seen. Change of plans, change of behavior, either from you or other people. You will be most disagreeable. You will be a pain in the neck basically to everybody else because of what you say, what you do. The planets do that. It's not your fault. But you're listening to me today, so be the nice person again. Let other people take charge and make the plans. Whatever you do is meant to go wrong very fast and very quick. So you don't want to communicate too much. You want to be quiet. You want to be a listener. And let other people plan for it in the morning, afternoon of this Saturday. And you will find that because you are not exposed to risk, less will happen of the bad news. Evening nightfall, what a fantastic evening nightfall you're going to have. So very lucky. And if you're going to chase for a romance, don't try it morning, afternoon. You're going to be rebuffed. But try it in the evening nightfall. You're going to get what you want. And you'll be with the people who love you very much, who want to be with you all the time. So mix business and pleasure, because these planets also give you the chance to get business contacts. And go out with the people you work with if you want the help and support from them. So you got to channel your focus on where you want to get things right in the evening nightfall period. And when you can do that, you'll get more than 2 handfuls of good news and good advantage. So do that. It's all waiting for you. I would suggest in evening nightfall, wear turquoise. It's a magic color. It said that God needed the assistance of angels to make turquoise. Wear that. It's your magic color in Taurus. And you will attract the finest of things. Well, I'm already spiking. No, I'm not. I'm already Skyping. And I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And that will be costing you USD 50. And that will be to get your next 7 or 8 years or so right. It will be based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And I will also face read you while I Skype or Facebook Messenger you, or whether it's on WhatsApp. And so with all your details of date of birth, time of birth, palms and face, I will be able to guide you in all areas of your life, every single area intensely for this 90 minutes. And I'll give you your personal lottery numbers, your personal lucky numbers, and your personal good colors, lucky colors, and your lucky directions, and your lucky days, and your lucky many things. And with all that information, you can do well. And when I give the general lucky numbers of lotteries every month, you can compare your personal numbers if you have been to already see me. Compare to that, and if it jives nicely, you got to go and buy. And I'll give you your lucky colors as well. So all that information awaits you all for USD 50. Well, go to Facebook, go to Skype, go to Facebook Messenger, send me a message, send me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.